Hey guys, it's Tiffany here again, and today I'm starting a brand new series that is going to completely shift how you understand manifestation, identity, and why your life looks the way it does right now. We are going to dive deep into the 7 hermetic principles. That is ancient wisdom that's been around for over 4,000 years. But here's what makes this different. I'm not just going to tell you what the ancient Egyptians believed. I'm going to tell you the neuroscience behind why these principles work, how they connect to subconscious reprogramming, and how you can use them to actually shift your identity and raise your frequency so that you can become what you dream about. Because that is what I do. I am a certified behavioral health coach who teaches the science of raising your frequency. I have 4 pillars: identity shifting, subconscious reprogramming, holistic health, and natural detoxification. And these ancient principles tie directly into all of it. All of it. So let's start with the first principle. It is mentalism. The all is mind, the universe is mental. The principle of mentalism is summed up in one phrase: all is mind. 4,000 years ago, ancient Egyptian wisdom taught that the universe itself is mental in nature, that everything begins as a thought, and thought is the primary creative force of reality. Now, if you're sitting there rolling your eyes thinking, oh, great, more woo-woo manifestation talk again, stay with me, because modern neuroscience has proven that they were right. Everything you experience as reality is filtered through your mind first. Your brain doesn't show you objective truth. It shows you what you think is true based on your beliefs, your past experiences, and your dominant thought patterns. So this isn't philosophy. This is biology. You have something called the reticular activating system, or the RAS. It is a bundle of nerves in your brainstem that acts like a filter for the millions of pieces of information coming at you every single second, every single day. Now, your RAS decides what gets your attention and what gets ignored, and it makes that decision based on what you already believe. So if you believe I am bad with money, then your RAS will highlight every financial mistake that you make and filter out every win that you have. If you believe people always let you down, then your brain will focus on every disappointment and overlook the people who actually showed up for you. This is confirmation bias in action. Your brain is literally filtering your reality to prove your beliefs to be true. But here's where it gets more powerful: neuroplasticity. Your brain physically restructures itself based on what you think about most of the time. That is your dominant thought pattern. Every thought you think creates neural pathways. The more you think that thought, the stronger that pathway becomes. So eventually, those pathways become automatic and they become your default way of thinking, which becomes your identity. So whatever you think about most of the time right now is your current identity. So when the ancient hermetic masters said all is mind, they were teaching this. Your thoughts aren't just passive observations of your reality. They're actively creating your reality by restructuring your brain, filtering your perception, and actually shaping your identity. So now let's talk about how this connects to raising your frequency. Your frequency, your energetic state, is directly tied to your nervous system. So when you're in a dysregulated state that is stuck in fear, scarcity, or survival mode, you're operating from a low frequency. When you're regulated, that's when you're calm, you're confident, you're operating from a high frequency. But here's the key. Your thoughts control your nervous system state. When you think thoughts of lack or fear or unworthiness, your nervous system interprets that as a threat. It activates your sympathetic nervous system, that is your fight or flight mode. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. You're now vibrating at a frequency of survival. But when you consciously choose thoughts of abundance, safety, and worthiness, and you repeat them until they become neural pathways, you signal to your nervous system that you are safe. You activate your parasympathetic nervous system. I don't know why I can't say that word. You get regulated and your frequency actually rises. This is why identity shifting and subconscious reprogramming are so incredibly critical. You're not just thinking positive. You're literally rewiring your brain to operate from a different frequency. So how do you actually use the principle of mentalism in your life? I'm going to give you 3 steps to take that you can start today. Step 1, get brutally honest about your dominant thoughts. What do you think about most of the time? What story are you telling yourself about money, about relationships, about your body, and about your worth? Those thoughts are creating neural pathways and they operate on repeat. Those pathways are creating your identity and your identity is creating your current reality. Step 2, interrupt the pattern. The second you catch a thought that doesn't align with who you're becoming, interrupt it. Don't just let it run on autopilot. Say, no, that's the old me. The new me thinks this instead, and replace it with its positive opposite. This is subconscious reprogramming in real time. You're competing neural pathways. So the old pathways say, I'm not good enough. Break the thought. The new pathway says, I am more than enough. I am becoming more aligned every single day. You have to catch every thought, every time, every single day, and it takes weeks to make new neural pathways. Stay on top of it. The pathway you feed the most wins. Step 3, add emotion and repetition. Thoughts alone aren't enough. You need emotion and repetition to build strong neural pathways. This is why affirmations without feeling don't work. There's no emotional charge to anchor them into your subconscious and to fire new neural pathways. Here's a hack. When you find yourself in a happy state or a state of gratitude, immediately say your affirmation out loud or to yourself. You're mixing emotion with your affirmation, which equals rewiring. It doesn't matter what you're happy about. Say your affirmations. When you're in a negative place, you need to immediately replace it with a positive feeling. You need to embody it. Repeat it throughout the day until it becomes automatic. This is how you use mentalism to shift your identity and to raise your frequency so that you can become what you dream about. Here's what I want you to understand. All is mind, yes, but that doesn't mean your external circumstances don't matter. It means that your internal world, your thoughts, beliefs, and your identity will always shape how you experience and respond to those circumstances. Now, 2 people can go through the exact same situation and have 2 completely different outcomes on how they see it. Not because one got lucky, but because their mind interpreted it differently. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control what you make it mean. And that meaning, that is where your power lives. Start doing this stuff today. It will change your life. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. When you take responsibility for your mental patterns, you take responsibility for your reality, and that's when everything changes. You stop surviving on this planet and you become a creator. So here's the takeaway. The principle of mentalism teaches that the all is mind, and neuroscience proves this 100%. Your thoughts restructure your brain, it filters your reality, and it creates your identity, and your identity creates your life. This is how you level up. This is how people level up. This is how people become millionaires. If you want to go deeper on this, if you want to learn exactly how to reprogram your subconscious, shift your identity, and raise your frequency, then join me this Sunday night. My masterclass is at 8 p.m. It's free. It's live. I'm walking you through the exact framework that I use with my clients to break through subconscious blocks and to step into the version of you that's already living your dream life. The link, it's down in the prescription. It's down in the prescription. It's down in the description. If you found value in this video, please hit the subscribe button and let me know. I'm new here to YouTube and you matter. You matter. Drop a comment. Let me know what's one dominant thought pattern you're ready to reprogram. I read every single comment you guys put in and I respond to every single one. I love reading them. Thank you for spending your time here with me today. I will see you in the next video where we break down the principle of correspondence. Why your outer world is a perfect mirror to your inner world. Don't forget to sign up for the free class so that you can become unstoppable in your business, in your career, in your life, in your dreams. Learn to become unrecognizable in 6 months and unstoppable in a year. All you have to do is learn how your brain works and learn how to change it.